economy and industrialization, President Buhari vows as he launches decade of gas in Nigeria. 12th Bola Tinubu Colloquium, Nigerians are better and stronger together, President Buhari orders say. Nigeria launches 50 billion naira expansion facility and export development fund for non-oil. Good evening and welcome to NTA Network News. We are coming to you live from Abuja. I am Juma Yusuf. Michael Olale is standing by in our Lagos studio. Thanks for joining us. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari is proceeding to London, United Kingdom tomorrow, Tuesday, for a routine medical checkup. A statement by Special Advisor, Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, says the president is expected to meet with security chiefs in the morning before embarking on the journey. He's due back in the country during the second week of April 2021. Now, Nigeria is to unleash her enormous gas potentials towards uplifting the economy and driving industrialization as the next logical pathway to the nation's glorious future. President Muhammadu Buhari stated this at the formal launch of the decade of gas in Nigeria. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo has a report.
The official launch of the Decade of Gas in Nigeria sets the tone for what could best be described as a revolution in the critical subsector of the nation's economy. It demonstrates the resolve by the Buhari presidency to effectively develop and utilize gas as a national priority to, amongst others, stimulate economic growth, improve Nigeria's energy mix, drive investments, and provide the much-needed jobs for the teeming citizens of the country.
I can assure you that President Muhammadu Buhari has the political will to surmount the challenges and continue in a determined pursuit of transforming Nigeria into a gas-based industrialized nation.
We are grateful to the Excellency Mr. President for the continuous support and interest in the National Nigerian Gas Expansion Program and other initiatives geared towards greater gas utilization and utilization in our country.
For President Muhammadu Buhari, it is seemingly absurd or even contradictory that Nigeria, as more of a gas nation, focused on oil over the years, hence the more proactive push towards gas development by its administration.
We acknowledge that Nigeria has still more work to do in the gas space. Gas has enormous potential to diversify and uplift Nigeria's economy for the good of the country. We intend to seize this opportunity. Our major objective for gas sector is to transform Nigeria into an industrialized nation with gas playing a major role through enhanced accelerated gas revolution.
Already, he said, remarkable progress has been made towards achieving the objectives, including developing gas infrastructure, promoting domestic gas utilization, commencing the process of commercializing gas flares, development of industrial and transport gas markets, as well as increasing gas to power. Other policies and projects kick-started include the National Gas Expansion Program, Auto Gas Policy, and the construction of the Ajaokuta-Kaduna-Kano gas pipeline.
Global developments have indeed presented us an opportunity. Gas will become the dominant fuel for generating power, not only across the world, but in Africa as well. The question now is, can we rise up to the challenge? The Ministry of Petroleum Resources and the NNPC are in various regards setting the pace.
The president used the opportunity to appreciate Nigeria LNG for contributing about 1% to the nation's GDP, $114 billion in revenues, $9 billion in taxes, $18 billion in dividends to government, and $15 billion in feed gas purchase. There were goodwill messages from Secretaries General of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, Gas Exporting Countries, International Energy Forum, as well as the Nigeria LNG. The conference is a prelude to the 4th edition of the International Petroleum Summit to be hosted by Nigeria later this year. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari is again insisting that all citizens of the country have a stake in the Nigeria project and must play a part in not only its unity, peace and progress, but constantly keep faith with the promise of a greater nation. He said diversities in religion, culture and ethnicity notwithstanding, Nigerians are better and stronger together. This was while participating virtually at this year's Bola Ahmed Tinubu colloquium held in Kano. Again, State House correspondent Adamu Sambo has the report.
The colloquium 12 in the series had as its theme, Our Bond, Our Commonwealth, the imperative of national cohesion for growth and prosperity. President Muhammadu Buhari described it as a fitting reflection of the service that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has given not only to Lagos, Nigeria, and indeed Africa, but also his continuing commitment and influence as one of the greatest pillars of the governing APC.
Asiwaju is a known advocate of unity and cohesion in Nigeria. This has been a constant factor in his outstanding political career. I think the lessons of this colloquium are clear. Our very best course of conduct, whether as leaders and citizens, is to now ensure that justice and harmony reigns in Nigeria, to devote the resources of our country solely to its development and for the benefit of all our citizens, and in the process to ensure that every Nigerian feels comfortable in every part of Nigeria.
The president said, despite occasional inter-ethnic tensions in Nigeria's national history, one thing is certain. The citizens are not only counting their blessings in Nigeria, but also seeing in them the crucial factor of peace and unity.
I can also relate personally to the ideals of one Nigeria. As a military officer, I have served with great comrades from all the nooks and crannies of our country. I have seen over and over again that their goodness or failings do not depend on ethnicity or religion. I have also been opportune to serve in all parts of Nigeria, seeing firsthand the enticing possibilities of a strong, united nation. More importantly, I fought for the unity of Nigeria as well as the civil war. The peacekeeping, recovery and reconstruction that followed could also not have succeeded under an atmosphere of inter-ethnic animosity. We must constantly keep faith with the promise of a greater Nigeria.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who also spoke at the event, poured encomiums on Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his statesmanship and selflessness in service to the nation and humanity.
Because he is not afraid of having his ideas scrutinized, criticized by even his subordinates. He is able to lead a vast array of persons of strong, deeply held convictions and a variety of ideologies. He is completely comfortable engaging across ethnic, religious, and partisan divides.
The colloquium is put together to commemorate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 69th birthday. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has described the national leader of the All Progressives Congress, APC, as an icon and pillar of democracy in Nigeria and West African sub-region. He was speaking virtually at the 12th colloquium to celebrate the 69th birthday of the former Lagos governor, which held in Kano. Abdullahi Mustafa has details.
Birthdays are traditionally a moment for merrymaking, but for the former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it is more than just that. For the past 12 years, it is being used to reflect on the state of the nation and proffer solution. As he clocks 69 this year, the colloquium focused on unity. Our common bond, our commonwealth, the imperative of national cohesion for growth and prosperity is the theme of the 12th colloquium.
It's a challenge to the politicians, to the elites, even to the ordinary men in Nigeria. Today is a short news day. It's about him and it's about Nigeria.
This colloquium is a difference because it demonstrates the sense of unity in Nigeria.
Other speakers express optimism that Africa will achieve the envisioned growth and prosperity despite prevailing challenges. Bringing the event to Kano, the celebrant stated, is to strengthen the bond of brotherhood among Nigerians of diverse ethnic and religious backgrounds.
It's because there is a Fulani man who gave his daughter to a farmer, Yoruba man.
For Governor Ganduje, this is a great honor to the state and its people. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
National leader of the All Progressives Congress and former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been described by many as a quintessential political icon and a man of several definitions to several people whose personality is so influential that it connects even with the people he never met. Timothy Yusuf in this report takes a look at the man, Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
We have to continue to promote unity and collaboration among members of communities in our country.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu was born on March 29, 1952 in Osun State. His mother, Abibatu Mogaji, was a trader that later became the Yaloja of Lagos. He attended St. John's Primary School, Aroloya, Lagos, and Children's Home School, Ibadan, before proceeding to the United States in 1975, where he graduated in 1979 with a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting. He worked with several companies in the U.S. before returning to Nigeria in 1983, where he joined Mobil Oil Nigeria and later became an executive of the company. His political career began in 1992 when he joined the Social Democratic Party, where he was a member of the People's Front faction led by Shehu Musa Yar'Adua. He was subsequently elected to the Senate representing the Lagos West constituency in the short-lived Nigerian Third Republic. Following the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential elections, Tinubu became a founding member of the Pro-Democracy National Democratic Coalition, a group which mobilized support for the restoration of democracy and recognition of MKO Abiola as winner of the June 12 election. Following the seizure of power by General Sani Abacha, he went into exile in 1994 and later returned to the country in 1998 after the death of General Abacha, which ushered in the transition to the Fourth Nigerian Republic. In the run-up to the 1999 elections, Bola Tinubu was a protege of Alliance for Democracy, AD. In January 1999, he contested the position of governor of Lagos State on the AD ticket and was elected governor. He was re-elected governor on the same party platform in April 2003. All other states in the southwest fell to the People's Democratic Party in that elections. Widely perceived as the godfather of Lagos, Bola Tinubu in 2007, following the landslide victory of the PDP in the 2007 elections, was active in negotiations to bring together the fragmented opposition parties into a mega party capable of challenging the PDP. This led to the merger of Nigeria's three biggest opposition parties, the ACN, CPC, ANPP, and a faction of ABGA and the new PDP, a faction of 7 governors of the then ruling PDP into the APC, where leader of the CPC, Muhammadu Buhari, commanded widespread followership and elected president in 2015. That ended the 16-year rule of the PDP and marking the first time in the history of Nigeria that an incumbent president lost to an opposition candidate. In 2019, President Buhari again rode the APC to victory, with Tinubu and many other like minds playing important role in the Buhari administration, supporting government policies and holding onto the internal party reins. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a Muslim, is married to Oluremi Tinubu, a Christian and the current senator representing Lagos Central Senatorial District. He holds the chieftaincy titles of the Asiwaju of Lagos and the Jagaban of Borogu Kingdom in Niger State, among many others. Timothy Yusuf.
Determined to control and contain the coronavirus pandemic as well as the various challenges of security bedeviling the country, President Muhammadu Buhari has held a strategic engagement with the leadership of the National Assembly on the best way forward. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo reports that the President also granted audience to the Chairman, Nigeria Governors Forum and Governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, on the state of the nation.
This is the second time President Muhammadu Buhari is formally engaging presiding officers of the National Assembly in the last 2 months, and third for the year 2021. And just like the previous ones, discussions on the state of the nation were held behind closed doors. As Senate President Ahmed Lawan explained after the meeting that lasted more than 1 hour, ways and means of ensuring adequate funding for the battle against insecurity and COVID-19.
Both the executive and legislative arms believe that we should have supplementary budget to provide for funding of the COVID-19 vaccination in Nigeria, as well as providing more resources and platforms to our security agencies. The security situation is gradually improving, and I'm sure that when we'll have more resources to our security agencies, we'll see even faster recovery of our situation.
The presiding officers of the National Assembly also used the opportunity to reassure the nation of their commitment to the passage of the Petroleum Industry Bill.
The PIB is probably the most essential legislation we'll have to pass, because this is going to change the entire economic scope of Nigeria. There will be more resources, foreign direct investment flowing into the country, and more certainty. That is even essential.
We made a commitment to the Nigerian people, and that commitment is end of April.
Discussions between President Muhammadu Buhari and the chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum and governor of Ekiti State, Kayode Fayemi, also centered on national security.
Mr. President has almost nitty-gritty detail of what's going on in every state, and he has even more information than we do on these issues. He is clearly committed to doing more in terms of procurement of equipment and platforms for the military, particularly to support the new leadership, also working with the states, find the best way of stemming the tide of our current insecurity challenges.
Issues relating to food sufficiency and security, as well as the unhealthy relationship between herders and farmers in parts of the country, were also analyzed at the meeting. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
To other news now, Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed has described as impressive the Nasarawa State government's effort in opening the state to global tourism. Lai Mohammed stated this when he took an inspection tour of ongoing work at the Lafia Airport. Anthony Fossen reports.
The project was for Nasarawa State to have a cargo airport, as explained by the state's commissioner for works.
Because of the predominantly agricultural nature of the economy of Nasarawa State and the solid mineral endowment that Nasarawa State has.
Presently at 85% completion, Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed says the Nasarawa State government has justified every investment.
The port is very critical, not just to the economic development of a place. So investing in this airport, I think it was a very wise move by the government and people of Nasarawa State.
He called on other states with such potentials to emulate the Nasarawa State efforts.
Because you all know how critical an airport is to tourism development.
With few months to be completed for inauguration, having had its maiden flight in May 2019, the state deputy governor says plans are underway to increase the 2.2-kilometer runway to 2.5 kilometers for the airport to be multipurpose.
Believing that they're going to add value to governance and to the economy of the citizens of the state.
And in terms of flight safety, the airport, he added, will come handy for flights in distress. Anthony Fossen, NTA News.
You're watching the news on NTA Network. More reports coming shortly after these messages. Do stay.
sabi. You want to grow 6 packs in a day. I beg you not to pass me.
Final year pupils are not less than 10 years of age by September 2021. The exercise closes 29th May 2021 at 8 a.m. same day of the examination. For further information, please visit our website or any NECO office nearest to you. Announcer, Registrar Chief Executive NECO, Professor Godswill Obioma.
You're welcome back. The federal government says there is no cause for alarm in the design of the Enugu Onicha Expressway, but blamed indiscipline amongst motorists as the major cause of mishaps on the road. This is against claims that the dual carriageway was not properly reconstructed. Joe Olepo has details.
Reconstruction of the Enugu-Onicha dual carriageway by the federal government is said to be a welcome development, as the road plays a critical role in connecting the eastern region to other parts of the country. However, since near completion of the Enugu bound of the dual carriageway, which was also opened up for use in December last year, motorists who ply the road have thrown caution to the wind, engaging in reckless driving and overspeeding, sometimes resulting to accidents. Reacting to a viral video on social media claiming that the dual carriageway has a barricade on the lane which can cause mishap, the Federal Ministry of Works says the Enugu-Onicha Expressway is designed for a 2-lane carriageway.
What is mistaken is for the 3-lane is the shoulder on the road. By the time we put the lane marking, the 2-lane will be clear. And the barrier is saying that it's blocking the road. We clearly indicate that it's an island to channelize the traffic out of the expressway as well as into the expressway.
With work still in progress on the other lane of the road, genuine concerns were also raised on the attitude of some drivers who oppose the traffic on the expressway.
I've been doing our best to make sure that we enforce arrest for those who drive in opposite direction.
Work on the road is expected to be completed before the end of the year. In Oka, Joy Iluebu, NTA News.
The Minister of Armed Forces of the United Kingdom, James Heppy, has visited the Ministry of Defense and some of its military components to consolidate on defense cooperation between Nigeria and the UK, especially in countering violent extremism in the northeast and other threats across Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea. Defense correspondent Najatu Tijani reports.
Of course, is fully committed to the success.
Tasked with leading defense engagements in Africa and Latin America, the British Parliamentary Under-Secretary of State is effecting his role by seeking to expand modalities with his Nigerian counterpart, Major General Bashir Magashi. Top on the agenda being the review of existing bilateral agreements between both countries to fast-track new plans of action aimed at ending insecurity, including violent extremism in the country. Accompanied by the British High Commissioner to Nigeria and the British Defence Advisor, Mr. Heppy also called on the Chief of Defence Staff and Chief of Naval Staff, where he outlined the need to curb illegal activities in the Gulf of Guinea, a strategic trade route.
Cross-governmental review of the Gulf of Guinea security situation with a view to actualizing the desired objective of a secure Gulf of Guinea maritime environment for the benefit of all.
It is expected that both countries will leverage areas of expertise in order to achieve the set goals of countering violent extremism and other security threats across the country. Najatu Tijani, NTA News.
We're now join Michael in our Lagos studio for more news on NTA. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Jumai. The perennial gridlock that has characterized parts of the Apapa-Oshodi Expressway has remained unresolved for a while now, despite efforts at bringing succor to residents. Dr. Ogunyemi, who visited the area, has an update of the situation.
For a while now, the Apapa-Oshodi-Oworonshoki Expressway has been undergoing reconstruction, with completed sections of the road opened to traffic. While the situation along some parts of the road was free around Oshodi, Ilasa and Sele, the scenario changed as we made our way towards Second Rainbow and Mile 2. Behind the wheel of this truck is Obina, Facing traffic on this route has become a familiar territory.
It's because of construction of the road, and they are from ports. They call up and they are passing of motor are not sharp. So that is why the hold up will hold us down.
This is the Mautu area along the Apapa-Oshodi Expressway, and the high volume of traffic experienced here is because of the proximity of this area to the Tinkan Island port, as well as some bad portions of the road. And what is even compounding the situation more is because motorists are often found in violation of the traffic law, as road traffic management personnel are on ground to ensure a smooth flow of traffic.
Okada riders like Isa are also not left out confronting traffic in a bid to make ends meet.
Traffic there too much, you know. Person Okada they suffer. Everybody say not be only Okada, say everybody they suffer for this legal side.
As efforts to find a lasting solution to the traffic continues, stakeholders are calling for better enforcement of the recently introduced electronic call-up system at the ports. In Lagos, Dotun Okunyemi, NTA News.
Stakeholders in the maritime sector are sustaining conversation on how Nigeria can embrace the principles of international trade to guide the interests of investors under the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA. This is at a sensitization workshop held in Lagos, where the attendees were also exposed to the new essentials of global trade. The African Continental Free Trade Area is a window of opportunity to bring 30 million people out of extreme poverty, according to the World Bank. But the eventual winners will be those who have maximum control over logistics, since this is an impetus for international trade. Dealing with this complexity is spelled out in the set of rules that guide international trade, known as Incoterms.
Considering recent developments in the inland transportation of goods through the rehabilitation and the expansion of Nigerian railway network and the establishment of inland dry ports in different parts of the country, we need to be adequately prepared for the increase in trading activities that this development will surely bring to international trade.
Those are the things that we have to start thinking about.
The workshop is teaching importers, exporters, and stakeholders within the port ecosystem on how to handle trade, putting into consideration variables like cost, freight, duty paid, and insurance across the African continent.
Nigeria, for example, we have rules in the foreign exchange management. They should be conversant with that and agreed on payment and agreed on documentation.
It is on record that Nigeria loses 5 billion naira to freight services annually. But stakeholders here believe domesticating international trade rules is the answer to turning them to gains.
International rules that govern trade will help the economy a great deal, and will also have a very seamless process for trade to thrive in our environment.
The first Incoterms was published in 1936, while the last amendment, done in 2020, has not only generated dialogue for AFCFTA, but created a conversation on how to make the country's economy maintain its trajectory on global stage. This is NTA Network News. More reports with Jumai shortly after this break. Please stay tuned.
Friends, you see some magic? Let's blow some minds! As you can all see, these cards have different numbers written on them. Can you all see? Yeah! You, sir, please, I want to pick any card. Oh my goodness. You, my princess, you have my heart already. Just pick any card. Now, I want to show cards to the audience and don't let me see them. So I want to place the card in your pocket. So what if I told you all these cards are the same? Okay, sir, I want to show us your card. Just wait a second. I want to check into your beautiful shoe. As you can all see, all the numbers are 777. 777 is the magic number.
The full sensational world of Glow, now accessible through one code, *777#. Magic lives here.
I did look for a pension fund administrator. We're soft, make sense, we care for me. go stress you. Call them, then they accessible. Customer care where they on point. You no go regret when you try, of course. Profitable investment. Everything is just a blend. If you don't want it good for you, guy, make you choose premium pension today. Make that switch to premium pension. Premium pension. Make that switch to premium pension.
Join over 700,000 satisfied members and enjoy the premium experience at our offices across the 36 states in Nigeria, including the FCT. Call 094615-700-704 to make the switch today. Premium pension. Active today, premium tomorrow.
As you adjust to the new realities for operating your business and engaging with your customers, let us help you transform your business into a digital powerhouse capable of adapting and taking advantage of today's opportunities. With our best-in-class array of digital solutions, you can conduct your business, receive payments from your customers, and perform transactions quickly, safely, and conveniently, because we've got you covered with the right people, technology, and service offerings. Contact us today and let us take your business to its zenith. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
City Halls. Let's go, guys.
Babe.
Yeah.
Would you please turn on your hotspot?
Okay, there you go. My lady. Play this ball. Hey, hold this guy down.
Password, please.
0808.
Babe.
Yeah.
You have a message.
Read it out now. Read it out to my ears.
Free your mind with Airtel Smart Talk and enjoy calls to all networks at a flat rate of 11 kobo per second. Dial *315# to join.
Fine girl. Can I have your phone, man?
Airtel, the smartphone network.
The Kaduna Polytechnic Alumni Association informs the general public of its retreat under the chairmanship of Senator Abdullahi Adamu, scheduled for 30th to 31st March 2021, with the theme Repositioning Kaduna Polytechnic to deliver 21st century employment skills, progress, challenges, and the way forward. Lead speaker, Professor Idris Bugaji, Rector Kaduna Polytechnic. Special guest of honor, Mr. Simon Bakola Long, Governor Plateau State. Guest of honor, Malan Nasur Ahmad El-Rufai, Governor Kaduna State. Grand Patron, former head of state General Abdusalam Abubakar. Grand Matron, Chief Hajia Mrs. Amina Titi Abubakar. Royal Father of the Day, His Royal Highness Shehu of Verno. There shall also be annual general meeting and assembly of the Alumni Association, March 30th to 1st April 2021. Venue of all activities, Naseni Idu Industrial Layout Abuja. Announcer, Honorable Abba Anas Adamu, National President, Kaduna Polytechnic Alumni Association.
So let's start your baby's journey in comfort with the Huggies Happy Home Bonanza. Win your baby a beautiful new home, a brand new car, up to $1 million in cash rewards, shopping vouchers, and lots of instant airtime. Just buy any special Huggies pack. Scratch the promo sticker on pack to start winning. Buy now and win to bring your baby up in comfort. Huggies for all night dryness and comfort.
Airtel is saying thank you to all loyal customers in the Airtel Thanks Cash Token Rewards. Each subscriber stands a chance to win up to 100 million naira every week. To opt in, dial *479# and follow the prompts. To qualify, simply recharge your Airtel number. Each cash token gets you an 8 naira instant cashback, plus a chance to win up to 100 million naira weekly in the National Cash Token Draw, showing every Saturday by 9:30 p.m. on AIT. and 8 p.m. on Pop Central DSTV channel 189. All transactions done on star 479 hash are rewarded with more cash tokens, and you can also check your cash token balance via the same code. Only loyal customers of the smartphone network are entitled to the Airtel cash token reward. For more information, simply dial star 479 hash or visit www.airtelthanks.ng. Terms and conditions apply.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
For over 70 years, we've practiced healthy hygiene habits together. The world needs us to keep our fight going against germs. So let's wash our hands for 20 seconds regularly. Dettol. Protect what's worth fighting for.
It's good to know you're still there. Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning moves to improve financial inclusion in the country as Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, identified gas and oil vital to Nigeria's future. For these and more on business news, Musa Abubakar is here. Let's have the lowdown.
Thank you very much, Jumai. As federal government continues to make concerted efforts to improve financial access across the country, participants at the two-day sensitization workshop on financial inclusion and literacy organized by Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning have been advised to take advantage of the opportunities in government interventions.
Indeed, the success or failure of most economies, particularly the developing nations, have been traceable to the recognition or otherwise of pivotal role of the knowledge and understanding of the concept of financial literacy.
We are aware of the recent pandemic that has challenged the financial lives of our citizens. And this is important to actually build capacity.
NTA reports that the workshop is to acquaint participants with elements of the National Financial Inclusion Strategy framework and equip consumers with knowledge of their rights and responsibilities. Secretary General of OPEC, Mohammed Sanusi Barkindo, says the world needs more energy in Nigeria as a reliable and dependable supplier of hydrocarbons to global markets. The Secretary said this at a pre-summit conference on the decade of gas towards a gas-powered economy by 2030. He said that looking at the scale of the energy transition challenge, there is need to utilize all resources efficiently, and gas is vital to Nigeria's future as is oil.
Been witness to many great moments in OPEC's history and Nigeria's role in this. Our great country celebrates its 50th anniversary of OPEC membership in July this year. It has been both a leader, a bridge builder over the past 5 decades, and this continues under President Muhammadu Buhari. End of the world oil outlook, focus period. In 2045, oil and gas are still expected to make up over 50% of the global energy mix. In fact, global primary energy demand is set to increase by 25%.
Barkido explained that tackling emissions has many pathways and need to explore them all. The oil and gas industries are part of the solution, and Nigeria possesses critical resources and expertise that can help unlock carbon-free future. And now the equities market closed Monday's trading session on a positive note. The NSE All-Share Index climbed 0.71% at 39,493.37 basis point, a market capitalization at 20.6 trillion naira. 522.1 million shares valued at 10.6 billion naira were traded in 4,566 deals. Guarantee, UBN and WEMA were the most active shares at the end of the day's trading. Well, that's business news. It's over to you, Jumai.
Thank you, Musa. Still on the economy, federal government has launched 50 billion naira export expansion facility program EEFP grant management system, and also flagged off the Export Development Fund for non-oil exports. Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment Ni Adebayo says export growth is at the center of the ministry's strategy for diversifying Nigeria's sources of foreign exchange. Leah Katung Babatunde tells us more.
I have a wife, I have kids, I have people that feed under me. If this company closed down, what are they going to do? Are we going to beg on the street? So we are scared. As we can see, we are all scared. We are not happy because every day I come in, I'm afraid. I don't know what is going to happen in the next tomorrow.
This was Ibrahim Ali 3 years ago at one of the manufacturing companies in Sharadaya State, Kano, a concern they attributed to the Export Expansion Grant Facility. Many stages have been passed, and at 33.3%, there are concerns over the rising unemployment figures fueled by the coronavirus pandemic. However, there is good news, as the federal government flags off the Export Expansion Facility Program, EEFP, to increase non-oil export capacity in the near term and volumes in the medium term.
It will also provide economic incentive to ease the economic effects of COVID-19 on players in the export sector, fast-track the zero-oil plan to create jobs and further expand other avenues to earn foreign exchange in Nigeria other than crude oil.
The Export Development Fund would serve to complement the other areas that were not covered by the MSME Survival Fund, that is for export-oriented businesses.
The Export Development Fund will support micro, small and medium enterprises, with technology playing a critical role here, as prospective beneficiaries would have to get online and pass through thorough checks. It is part of the 2.3 trillion naira economic sustainability plan.
The President approved 350 billion naira to clear backlogs on the EEG. So the National Assembly has approved so far 194 billion out of it, and they've been paid. So the others that have not been paid, there are some delay in the last National Assembly, the 8th National Assembly, but this one will sort it out. So those companies will benefit under some kind of COVID relief. But the one we learned today is the export development. That's the incentive that we have not used at all.
This post-shipment grant, government says, will be of immense support to factory workers like Ibrahim Ali as it works towards moving the economy from pandemic to prosperity. In Abuja, Leah Katungbaba today, NTA News.
We pause for another break. We will be right back.
One passenger, big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital? Auntie, if I go hospital now with this cough, those people will just say I have COVID-19.
No, they won't. Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am make you dey sure.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB tests and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 for information on where to get the test. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
Special family moments with your love. Celebrate these delicious moments with Indomie noodles. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Kehinde suffers from indigestion. His twin Taiyi suffers from heartburn. Sometimes it's the other way around, or both. That's why they use Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts for up to 4 hours. For double relief from heartburn and indigestion, Gaviscon Double Action.
It's a happy feeling when receiving all of the love coming from family.
So many recipes, creating memories every day and every night. Bonding families, yeah.
60 years of joy, oh, yeah. So much love, oh, yeah. So much family. Quality, Golden Penny is you, Golden Penny is me. Golden Penny is at the heart
family.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent Triple Protection 123.
In my house, we may look alike, but we are very different individuals. Everybody believes their way is best. That's why Golden Penny Pasta is our favorite meal.
Golden Penny Pasta, made with durum wheat, is tasty, nutritious, a source of protein and fiber, and non-sticky. So you can cook, serve, and eat your pasta just the way you like it. With Golden Penny Pasta, your way is best.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. Its great value, it protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
So let's start your baby's journey in comfort with the Huggies Happy Home Bonanza. Win your baby a beautiful new home, a brand new car, up to $1 million in cash rewards, shopping vouchers, and lots of instant airtime. Just buy any special Huggies pack. Scratch the promo sticker on pack to start winning. Buy now and win to bring your baby up in comfort. Huggies for all night dryness and comfort.
Better days are coming. Days where we can hug each other tightly.
Days where hangout plans will be made and kept.
Days where we can look back and say we never gave up because of our courage and will to keep going.
Days where we're not isolated from our community by fear.
So join us.
Join us
as we raise the glass
to better days.
Toothpaste, Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Why are we changing our toothpaste?
Because with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, I can be sure your teeth are cavity-free.
Cavity? What cavity?
Let me show you.
Most toothaches are caused by tooth holes called cavities. When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavity.
It also has natural mint for minty fresh breath every day.
Mom, can I eat chocolates now?
As long as you brush with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Colgate is the world's most chosen toothpaste.
Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Recommended by the Nigerian Dental Association.
Can the Eagles triumph? This is the million-dollar question as the Super Eagles of Nigeria square up against the Crocodiles of Lesotho at the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos on Tuesday, March 31, 2021, for a place at the African Cup of Nations AFCON Finals Cameroon 2021. NTA, Africa's largest TV network and pearl of sports broadcasting in Nigeria, and AIT, the biggest independent TV broadcasters in Nigeria, bring these matches live to Nigerians in a rare collabo with Hot Sports, Nigeria's premier sports marketing company. To take full advantage of the largest and biggest possible reach, contact NTA. You can't beat the reach. AIT. First with sports, Hot Sports, masters of the game.
Thanks for joining us. The remains of Madam Celestina Apunku have been laid to rest in her husband's compound, Ogbe, Ahiazu Mbiase local government area of Imo State. Beatrice IM reports that the Requiem Mass held at the Holy Trinity Catholic Parish, Ahiazu Mbiase, attracted family members who turned out to pay their last respect to the departed.
It was tribute all the way to a woman described as great and hardworking. Little wonder then no effort was spared in bidding her farewell as she was laid to rest. Her remains were accompanied by the children, family members. The presiding priest, Reverend Father Sika Okafo, admonishes Christians to be conscious of the fact that death remains the inevitable end of man.
The lifestyle expected of Christians to learn from our mother today is that he who gives pain also gives joy, and he who gives joy also gives pain.
The remains of the octogenarian were later interred in her husband's compound after graveside rites.
She taught me how to care for others, and for that reason, I took it upon myself to take care of my brothers to the best of my ability.
My mother is a lovely person, a giving person, a very charitable person. She was a great mother, a wonderful mother indeed. And not only a good mother to us, she was a good mother to everybody.
The burial ceremony attracted relatives, friends, and colleagues of the Abunkers from within and outside the country.
My mother-in-law is great. I thank God to have the opportunity to have a mother-in-law that is very loving.
She's a legend in the family. She was a very strong woman, very funny woman, and a woman of God.
It's for them to follow the footsteps of Mama.
Late Celestina Onyoma Akponko died at the age of 85. In Ahiazumbise, Beatrice Anyam, NTA News.
That's Network News tonight, but don't forget